Okay, here it is. Hour one of being alone. This should be a piece of cake. I should be able to handle it. I don't think it'll be as tough as everyone thinks it is. Even though it looks like we've got some snow outside. I'm going to have to find food on my own. I'm going to have to create my own shelter. I'm going to have to fight off the local wildlife. I'm in it to win it. I'm here for the long haul. So, first things first, I've got to build my shelter. So I'm going to look for a place, something that's, maybe has a little bit of level ground to it, someplace where it's going to be close to water, and someplace where I can keep an eye on the local wildlife so that they can't sneak up on me. I think this is a good spot. Looks fairly comfortable. First, I'm going to have to clear out some of the trees to make it more accessible. And I'm going to start with that tree right there. Okay. It's 8:10, 10 minutes into my first hour here of being alone. I've counted the local wildlife. Seems to be pretty friendly, pretty lethargic. I don't think it's going to do me any harm, but just in case, I'm ready. You can never be too safe. You have to be really careful about what you eat out here. This tree was plentiful as far as these berries, but these berries, not good for you. I don't know what they're called, but I know that they can really give your bowels one hell of a bad time if you eat them. So I'm not going to be eating these. I'm going to have to find something else to eat. And this tree's about ready to come down, so I'm going to clean out my living space. Talk to you. In my experience as a survivalist, I found that the best way to, when you're clearing out your living area, you don't want to just chop a tree down at the base. You got to take it down in sections. Otherwise, it could mean disaster. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this sucker down by in sections. Get up there about, probably about 5 feet. Take the top half off. Break it down to about another 3 feet. Take that section off, and then we'll finish the rest. It's the safest way to do it. You just don't want a tree coming down on your camp all in one piece. So, safety first. As you can see, step one of my tree clearing process has been complete. I've taken off the top portion of it safely, no injuries, nobody got hurt. Even the local wildlife stuck around, they're not scared. Like I said, you gotta do things the safe way. I'm gonna go ahead and take another section of this tree down, and we'll get this area cleared out. And then I can start working on improvements to increase my comfort, and who knows, we'll see how long we can call this home. I've been successful so far at taking this tree down. Basically right now it's down to the size of about a bush, so the hard part's over. We can finish it up, get this place cleared out, and I'm thinking I'm getting pretty hungry, so I might have to start looking for some food. Okay, the start of my second hour being totally alone. As you can see, I've accomplished a lot. I've already taken down the tree, and I'm starting to make my little area here more like home. I'm gonna start taking a look around, trying to look for some food. Although it's pretty abundant, you have to be careful of what you eat. Some of this stuff out here is not really that good. I found some of these, but I think they're for the local wildlife. So I don't think I'll be trying any of these. but I'll find something. It's huge. This is big. It's really, really huge. Fire. I was able to make fire. If I didn't make fire, I don't think I could make it here. But luckily, I got fire. Huge. Real huge. In my travels, I was able to find 2 eggs. So this is what's gonna be for breakfast. It's a lot of protein. I should be able to make it through the next hour just on the protein from these 2 eggs alone. This was big. It's a good find. This land is abundant. I don't think this is so hard, being alone. I don't know what people make such a big deal about it. I think I could do this for a little while. This is awesome. I've discovered a water source. It's huge. You gotta stay hydrated in these conditions. When you're out here alone, you know, loneliness can play a part of your mind, and the only way to combat that is to stay hydrated. And finding this water source out here out of nowhere, it's big, it's huge. So I think I'm gonna be able to make it. I've gotten food to eat. I've got my water source. I've cleared out my living area. So let's see what goes on next. Local wildlife. She looks like she's in the attack mode. I'm gonna have to fashion some kind of a weapon to keep those wildlife away from me. So what have I come up with? I think I can use this to keep the wildlife away from me. She's dangerous. She looks dangerous. But if I can take this and distract her with it, I think I can keep her out of my living area. There she goes. It worked. One thing about survival, in order to minimize disease, is you don't want to go to the bathroom anywhere near where you eat. So I fashioned this little area here where I can use the bathroom. It's away from where I eat, where I sleep. And then the local wildlife can stay away from my area where I habitate. So remember that. It's always a good rule. And make sure that it's downhill from where you eat and sleep too, because you don't want that stuff running down the hill towards your camp. So just some of the basic rules of survival that you always have to think about. I've cleared out my living area. I found food, I found water. I've improved my camp situation, as you can see. I think I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the local scenery. This being alone, it ain't that bad. You just got to deal with it. Sometimes you just got to push through. So I'm going to push through.